Hi everybody, Jake from West Ham Unofficial. Hope you are all well. We are back for another Super Football Soccer Saturday here live on West Ham Unofficial as we keep you up to date with all of the latest scores around the grounds. There is just 3 Premier League games at 3 o'clock today that we will be guiding you through this afternoon. Franco will be joining us in a little while, fingers crossed, but in the meantime, I'm joined by Oscar, who's a Southampton fan, as me at the moment is pretty buzzing, but we'll talk about that in a second. Oscar, how are you?
Not too bad, thank you, Jake. How are you?
Yeah, not bad at all. Let's get into it. Before we talk about the games to kick off in just over 10 minutes' time, I was rooting for Southampton today. What did you make of your result today? Man United won, Southampton won.
Yeah, always a good result to take points against United, but I really think we could have won it. We had a couple of chances. I know they could have won it as well. Forster made some good saves, but there was a couple of moments where we thought we got to do better. There were a couple of times, a couple of players in on goal, blazed shots over the bar, should have hit the target, but I think it was a bit of a weird one. Don't think we quite deserved the 3 points, but neither did. They definitely didn't either. United were pretty rubbish. They just the pressing. Rangnick wants them to press, but it was individual players pressing rather than as a whole team. So, but I'd love to see Man United do badly.
Oh yeah, 100%. Man United yet again were just not at the races whatsoever. But a couple of incidents in the game. Fernandes swinging for, was it Romeo? We had a little bit of a scrap with.
Yeah, I think Ward-Prowse said something to him, and then Romeo being Romeo, he got involved, and Fernandes got a bit worked up about something. I think he was quite lucky it didn't connect, and so was player on the receiving end, because that probably would have hurt. But straight red, if it had connected, and but yeah, they were getting very worked up, and especially Ronaldo. They had a couple of goals ruled out for offside. Ronaldo missed an open goal very early. That was very funny.
It was, yeah.
But, yeah, so
with Southampton, you seem to go on a really good run of form where you beat Spurs, which is always fantastic to beat Spurs. You get points off United. You put these fantastic runs of form in, and then 3 weeks down the line, you could go to pot again. Just what happens at Southampton?
Yeah, I don't really know. It's been a bit better this season, but 2 seasons ago, the one was cut short. So really good. We were really good. Really terrible actually. Before COVID shut everything down, we come back and we're unbelievable, and then we're unbelievable again the season after until about Christmas. We beat Liverpool. Ralph cries, and then it all goes, and we're absolutely horrendous after that. But I don't really know what's going on. We're in a good run of form at the moment, and if you told me that we got 5 points from United, City away, United and Spurs away, and City at home, I would have taken that hands down. So
yeah, definitely. So today I'm going to be covering the Crystal Palace versus Brentford game at the Brentford Community Stadium. There's just 2 points between the sides. Key team news: Tony is not involved today. He's out with a calf issue, so they've got Mbuemu and Visa starting up top. Other games: Oscar's going to be doing the Everton versus Leeds game today. What are you expecting from that, Oscar?
I think Everton will come out. I think Frank Lampard will go a proper 10-off after that 3-1 against Newcastle, because that was poor, especially since they've started so well. Calvert-Lewin's back. That should be a bonus for them. It could go either way, I think, really. Everton, new manager. We always talk about when a club has a new manager, they get that bit of a bounce. But Leeds are always interesting to cover. Very attacking style of football. They could get absolutely thrashed, or they could thrash. So not really sure. Van der Beek's starting for Everton, so that'll be interesting. And I think, let me just check. Yeah, Dele Alli's on the bench, so that'll be interesting. I think Leeds are pretty normal team for Leeds, but yeah, Leeds are always an interesting team to watch.
Yeah, for sure. And luckily, because Frank was late, I'm going to give him the pleasure of watching Watford Brighton. And if he doesn't want to watch that, he can watch Reading versus Coventry. I think that's going on in the Championship, so he will love that. Let's see who we've got in the chats before the players start coming out at our 3 o'clock kickoff today. Jay Woods, hope you well. What result for Southampton? Ideal for West Ham, certainly. Yeah, I was looking at it before the game and thinking, worst case scenario, Man United win. They go 2 points ahead of us, but we're now on a level playing field with games played. It'll be 24 apiece. So it's now 24 apiece, and we are level, but our goal difference still keeps us in that 4th spot. Robert, hope you're keeping well. Brozier is a real talent, and I'm going to do a video about him at some point. Brozier, he needs to make his way to the bowl, that is for sure. As much as you don't want to hear that, Oscar, he is a real talent, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, certainly. He's so strong, he's quick, he's skillful, and a couple of times just went past Maguire. And he's big as well, gives him a good physical presence. I think he needs, today especially, I think he needs to shoot more, I think. Today, there was one time, bit of a tight angle, he was on his left foot, but it was sort of 85th minute, and he's got to have a go at that point in the game. He tried to cut back, and that's when we had the possible penalty shout. But yeah, he's very good. And every game he plays, his price goes up. He scored a really good goal against Spurs. And Chelsea don't want to sell him, and it looks like it's only, if we do get him permanently, it's only going to be 1 or 2 year deal with a buyback clause. That's the only thing that Chelsea will want, and it's got to be around 35 million, which I'd like to see us go for, but I'm not sure. So.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting where he ends up going. That is for sure. Oh, let's stop that. But let's see who else we've got in the chat. Robert says Lingard got another 10 minutes. Yeah, he certainly did. Hopefully we can get a result on Sunday. Massive game if we want top 4, indeed. Dan, hope you're well. Jake told your dad to put some money in the Meter Electric out down south. So it's not bad, is it, Dan? Is it bad? Oh well. Sharky, hope you are well. We'll just see Man United drew. Happy days, indeed. I did invite Dan, but he's occupied elsewhere this afternoon, so you won't be seeing Dan as far as I'm aware. But we are a couple of minutes away from kick-off. Let's talk about I'm sure, a very boring game that's going to be at Vicarage Road, Watford versus Brighton. Are you glad you're not watching that game, Oscar?
I am, although I think there could be, I don't know, Watford are another bit of a weird team, really. Brighton doing well this season, quite exciting to watch, but it could be 0-0, or it could be Brighton winning 4-0 or something. I think Watford are going down. They look pretty awful at the moment.
Yeah. We are watching on fully legal streams today, so don't put the goal spoilers into the chat. And let us have the reactions first. So Pete Gads says, I was hoping for a Man U loss, but a draw will do. Yeah, a draw will do for sure. JJ, hope you are keeping well, my friend. Will says Leeds versus Everton, a big match, cheering for Leeds. Well, yeah, most West Ham fans, I'm sure, will be cheering for Leeds because it's Fat Frank, isn't it? Jakey, give us a wave. There we go. You've got a wave. Taz says, I'm sat with the family having a day with my daughter. Don't stop me getting my quick Jake fix in the chat. Thank you, Dan. Thank you very much for jumping in. So, plenty going on as we all get leading up to the kickoff as the players are just coming out. Gaeta starting in goal for Palace. Joel Ward, Anderson, Gueye, and Tyrick Mitchell. You got the wave. There you go. You got the wave. Lovely stuff. Conor Gallagher, definitely somebody we should be looking at for the summer. Starts in midfield alongside Will Hughes and Jeffrey Schlupp for the Palace. Oh, Jordan Ayew. Wilfred Zaha starting down the middle and Odsonne Edouard out on the other side. If they get a penalty today, Oscar, do you think it's Wilfred Zaha who gets the spot kick?
Oh, I don't know. I think it might be a bit of a fight to get it. I doubt he'll take it. I doubt he'll want to be fair, after that. I watched it. I think he gave an interview saying as soon as he planted his standing foot down, he knew it was going all wrong. But it was a really, truly terrible penalty. But, it'd be interesting to see if he does. I don't think many players really, as I said, I don't think many players really want to take another penalty so soon after they've missed as in the manner that Zaha missed. But
yeah,
I've just seen the Everton lineup and Alex Iwobi starting, which would be interesting because, personally, I know Everton fans don't like him, and I don't think many fans do because I don't think they rate him. So that should be interesting.
No, nobody particularly rates Alex Iwobi, considering it cost about £40 million to make his way over to Goodison Park, which was definitely a hefty fee. Is your stream all working, Oscar?
Yeah, we are about to kick off. Just taking the knee.
Lovely stuff. Yeah, I'm just a little bit behind. They're just finishing off their team talks. Thank you very much, Dan. Got to shoot everyone in the chat. If you're not subs, what's wrong with you? Sub to Jake Channel, does cracking content. A great guy all around. His dad's all right as well. Thank you very much, Dan, for popping in. Enjoy your duties this afternoon. I'm sure we'll see you popping back in at some point this afternoon. But it happens every year. Last year was Leeds. Big guy says, I'm not sure why, but I've become a closet Palace fan. Palace have got plenty of firepower off the bench, though. They've got, I think, Michael Olsey and Eberiche Eze if needed. But they are kicking off at the Brentford Community Stadium as the sun beams down in London. As kickoff, as the play starts off, and an early attack for Palace comes to nothing. 20 seconds in, plenty of stuff going on. Frankel's still late. We're going to give Frankel some words when he turns up because he's incredibly late now. But still laughs, right? And calmly retrieved by Raya in the Brentford goal. Oscar, anything early happening in the first minute?
Not really. Very disappointing for a kickoff. Everton tried a long ball, went straight out of play. They won the ball in a decent position. Alex Iwobi's just giving it away. I haven't got sound on, but I'm sure there was groans from the Everton fans. But no, Leeds got Everton won it back. Calvert-Lewin just outside the box. Laying Anthony Gordon, he's got a score. That is straight at Meslier. Very tame shot. Should have scored. He was 1-on-1. He had time to set himself, but he put it straight at Meslier. Popped nicely up for Meslier. Everton should be 1-0 up inside 1 minute.
Lots of action already at Goodison Park as play starts 1-4. Right, let's have a little game. How many goals in the top 3 Premier League games then? So it's Everton, Leeds, Watford, Brighton, Brentford, Crystal Palace. How many goals in all 3 games, Oscar?
All 3 put together?
Yeah.
6, I think. There are a couple of teams who score loads, and there's a couple of teams who score not many, so I don't think there'll be an abundance of goals today. No,
you're going 6. That's going 7. I'm going to go 8. I'm going to be a little bit adventurous. I can't really rely on Brighton, Watford to have many goals in. Peak has 3. I'm not going to sit here for 2 hours and there's going to be 3 goals in 3 games. Hopefully not, P-Gads. Hopefully not. Jeremy says, hi, Jake. Hi, all. Great display by the Saints today. Cup game will be very hard asked for the Hammers. It certainly will be. It will be a long, well, it won't be a long trip back home after the game if we lose, but hopefully we can get through. What's your thoughts on that, Oscar? You play us in the 5th round.
Bit disappointed, really. Could have been like Boreham Wood. But, no, it's always, and thinking about it, it could have been Kidderminster if you guys hadn't have scored those 2 late goals. But, no, it should be interesting. It should be a good atmosphere. West Ham fans will get a big allocation as well. Coventry fans had a massive allocation. Ticket prices are cheap for the FA Cup. It was a very good atmosphere at Coventry. So
that's what I wanted to just add as well. You've given us 4,800, and Kidderminster was £32 a ticket, I think, and you've given it for us for 15 quid for an adult. It is brilliant. We'll have some.
I think they've upped the prices. I think because it was £10 for the Coventry game, but hopefully it's not as nerve-wracking as the previous 2. Both gone to extra time, but it's not. Yeah, not a nice way to win or lose extra time and penalties, I think. But it should be interesting. I mean, I'd love a cup run this year, but I don't know. I suppose you guys would as well.
We'd all love a cup run.
If you could Champions League and win the cup.
Yeah. Brent, Crystal Palace, I should say, are seeing most of the ball at the Brentford Community Stadium, but they've just been intercepted there. Brentford win the ball back. They look to go. Misplaced pass means it's rolled along, and a free kick given there. As the referee's going to have a word, as I think that is Rico Henry is down injured. Right, how many goals are going to be in all 3 games? Let us know. So 3 goals at 8. Always got to say that. Somebody's got to be difficult. No, I'm joking, Sharky. 7. I see a bunch of teams that don't want to lose more than they want to win. Hammerhead, hope you are well. Keep getting your goal predictions in. How many goals will there be in all 3 games? Frankel's still like, oh nice, Frankel. Where is he? He's going to get some stick when he comes on. But the ball goes out of play for a Crystal Palace throw in at Brentford.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't think it'll be 3 because the last 2 times I've been on here, the game I've been watching has been either 3 or more than 3. So.
It has been, yeah, it has been. And somebody just put that on Twitter, which I think sums it up perfectly. 2 million class Craig Dawson, 80 million class Harry Maguire.
He was pretty terrible today. He had a free header that he should have scored near the end. But
I'll tell you what, though, he was awful in both boxes. Honestly, Brozier gave him the biggest runaround ever. Brozier was loving life.
He's just not good enough. He's just, I don't know. England are struggling for set. I don't know who England can have centre backs because it's not him. He is not the solution at centre back.
No, definitely not. Right, here he is.
Anyone else?
Here he is, better late than never. Franco, how's things?
I'm so tired. I literally just got back from the gym. I'm sweaty. Oh. I'm horrible. Look, my hair is...
Oh, that's it. I've had enough of him already. Right, Franco, I've put you on the Brighton Watford game. Can you find that?
Well, you should probably wait and let me know which games I actually can get on my phone first. So hang on. Right. Bear with me. It's loading. It's loading the commercials right now. I can get Everton Leeds.
No, that's what Oscar's watching. You can't have that.
Okay, hang on. Let me see if I can. You're so high maintenance. You know, earlier on, Oscar, Jake's bragging about his 6-pack to me. That's messaging me earlier on, talking about how he's got a 6-pack.
Hang on.
Did you say that or not, Jake?
No, because you said the only 6-pack you've got is in the fridge.
That's the 6-pack I've got. But what did you say? Did you tell me you had a 6-pack? Yes or no?
No.
You're lying to your viewers.
I'm not lying. Honestly, I've had enough of him already. So much better like this, Oscar, isn't it?
But Everton looking positive so far. They've had a lot of possession and a few shots already. Gordon's had a couple of shots. Iwobi's looked lively, but the final product's been poor. Put in a couple of crosses that went straight to the Leeds man. But Leeds are making a substitution already.
Oh.
Who's that? I think that's Dallas. Yeah. Iwobi challenged him. He put his hand up straight away. So something's obviously gone in there.
Franco, can you get either the Franco? Can you either get the Palace Brentford or Norwich Watford game?
I can't get Norwich Watford because Norwich playing Man City.
Watford.
I mean, wow! You told me this was a professional show. You might spell professional wrong, but which one do you want? I can get both: Brentford Palace or Watford Brighton.
Watford Brighton, watch that because that's going to be a ball fest. No, I'm watching Brentford Palace.
Oh, so I have to watch the worst game. Oh, thanks. Yeah. Come on the show, Frankel. Watch the worst game, Frankel. Don't even have a shower, Frankel. Okay, it's here. I've got the game.
Right,
we're all good.
Go. Let's take some comments. What does everybody think the Norwich Man City score will be? Frankel?
4-0 City.
Fair enough. Where's that City shirt, Frankel?
It's in the wash because I wore it to the gym yesterday.
Oscar, what do you reckon the score will be there?
3-0 City. I don't think it'll be like 6-7. They're not like City aren't like Chelsea. They're not as free scoring as Chelsea or Liverpool are. But yeah, I think Norwich pretty woeful. Even the form they are in at the moment, they're still pretty terrible.
They've done all right though, haven't they? I mean, they did get a. Did they draw the? No, did they lose in the end? They were 1-0 up after 1 minute. What happened?
Oh yes, they drew.
They
It was
drew
panic,
that.
wasn't it? Because Zaha scored a good goal and then missed that penalty horrifically.
Yeah. Pookie's on fire, 1-0 Norwich. Yeah, boo, Frankel, boo. I know.
I noticed you skipped the comment about a 12-pack. You know, anything for you? You should be proud of your 6-pack, Jake.
Oh, shut up, you. Oh dear, honestly. Right, ball into the box. Crystal Palace corner, and it is firmly into the hands of Raya as Brentford are to go on the counter attack. It's lofted long.
Goal!
To who?
1-0 up. Seamus Coleman.
Oh,
Seamus Coleman. Christ, he's 55, isn't he?
He was like a striker. He the ball bounced up and he poked. I don't know what to say. There's no words for it. He dived at the ball and hit it in with his head. But it was a nice move. It was a great ball from, I think it was Calvert-Lewin. No, Richarlison. And Calvert-Lewin went sliding in, hit the post, then rebounded off Meslier. Ball bounced up and Seamus Coleman, almost diving header. Yeah, Richarlison. Oh no, he's not offside. And
That's offside. Is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
They're checking.
Come on, Chris Kamara.
Come on, Cammy. What's going on?
No, I don't think it's offside. No, he's all right. I think they're checking it. Might have a long look, but no, goal. Seamus Coleman. He don't score many, but well, open goal. Not quite Van Persie-like, but good header.
Lovely stuff. That's the first goal of the day here in the Premier League. Frankel, we're having a little game. How many goals do you reckon is going to be in all 3 Premier League games today? We're up to 1 already.
Probably 3.
That's what P-Gard said.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. None of these matches inspire a lot of I mean, none of these matches are great.
Well, let's be real. Today, if Chelsea wouldn't have been playing in the Club World Cup final, it would have been Chelsea-Arsenal today.
Yeah, which would have been great because we needed Arsenal to get battered. Which crazy, really. I mean, I still can't believe we're in 4th place.
I know. Frankel, what machine did you use? The vending machine.
Well, I use. I'm limited because at the Dude Perfect HQ, there are only so many machines there. And so I will go on the stepper machine. It was... nobody really cares. Yeah. Wow,
Frankel,
he was asking. Robert was asking. Respect your viewers, Jacob.
No.
I did 143 floors.
Robert was asking about the vending machine, not about the stepper machine. What's going on at Brighton, Watford, Frankel?
I something just happened and Dunk is now down, but you distracted me with the vending machine, so I missed it. Hang on, it was a corner from Watford, and it came in cleared by Foster, but he kind of punched Dunk in the face, and he just knocks Dunk out. Yeah, Foster. I'm not even kidding. He just floored him. He's all right now. He's slowly getting to his feet, staggering around a little bit.
Yeah.
And it isn't. Hang on. Who is that?
Come on, Cammy.
All right, yeah. Anyway, I'm doing a terrible job. It's not Foster because it's the Brighton keeper. It's Sanchez. Oh. Yeah, I know. All right. Look, I'm still trying to get the hang of it. You put me on a boring game. I'm still learning the lineups.
Well, you shouldn't be going to the gym then, shouldn't you? Right, let's take some comments. JJ says, how's the Bees and Eagles getting on? Yeah. I mean, it's not been the most entertaining of games. I just picture Christian Eriksen, who's in the crowd today. Obviously not involved, but will be involved very soon as Brentford's signing in January. Not much going on. Brentford are just knocking it around. Will Adam watch the Super Bowl?
Yes. Oh, I'm going. You know what? I don't really care about the Super Bowl, but in America, it's a big deal, and people have parties, and it's like a competition to who can make and bring the best food. So I just go for the food. I go for the food, for Dr. Dre and Eminem at the halftime show, and the banter. Really, I don't really care who wins. It just is. American football is very stop-start, and so. As you can tell from this, I get distracted very easily. And so like what I find happens is it cuts to an advert break and then I do something on my phone and then I look up and then I've missed the next bit of action and we're on to the next advert break. So it's just not a sport that like suits my attention span.
Well, you haven't got an attention span, so no sport really does that. But
yeah, fair.
Piga said, what's going on with Eriksen and Brentford? I don't believe he's allowed to play yet. Soon he should be ball into the box from a Brentford corner to attack it. Cleared from Palace. That's out for a Brentford throw-in. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but he can't play yet. He's in the stands.
Why can't he play yet?
I don't know. I just said I don't know.
Good research, Jake, for the game that you're watching.
Cheers, Jeff. JJ
telling.
says good for Eriksen. Happy for him being around. Norwich want a revival. Lots of chicken wings eaten and beer drunk. Fair enough. Ball comes in the box. Long throw from Brentford. There's plenty of appeals for a penalty, but it is given the other way, and it is a free kick to Palace. Oscar, what's going on at Goodison Park?
Wow, not much from the Leeds perspective. Everton knocking the ball around very happily at the back. Everton in complete control. They've had 3 attempts on target already. Five attempts overall. Just popped up. I don't know what the possession stats are, but about 7.
Oh, sorry, I just got to interrupt. That's gone to VAR. That's got to be a penalty. Handball. The ball came into the box. His hand is up here. It's hit it. It's gone to VAR. That's got to be a penalty. That I can see why the Brentford players were appealing for that. This has to be a penalty.
Who handballed it?
I don't know. Let's see. What's he doing? What? How is that not a penalty? Oh, VAR. What is going on? His arm was literally up here. I think that's
how far was he away?
Sorry?
What was the distance? Because was it really close?
No, what it was the ball came into the box, he went up for the header. He didn't head it. It hit his arm from the ball coming into the box. It was here.
How's that not a penalty?
Exactly. See, VAR, man, it's so stupid. The Broja penalty earlier on. This here. What is going on? That was a clear penalty, and how that wasn't given.
And it's definitely not been given.
Baffles me completely. Nice one, Jeff. Thank you very much. Cheers, Hammerhead. Almost a penalty. How that wasn't a penalty, I do not know. VAR has broken the game. It certainly has. A real let-off for Palace there. Still 17 minutes in at the Brentford Community Stadium. They're showing it again. So the ball comes into the box. See, actually, the Brentford player pushes him into it, which means his arm goes up there. Franco, have you just seen that?
Yeah. I mean, I thought if one of us is going to put some actual, emphasis into this, I thought I would back you up with some, co-commentary.
But watch the other game. Get back on Brighton Watford.
Well, I will say in Brighton Watford, Lallana put a. Oh my word! I will. It's all Brighton at the moment.
Apologies for headphone users.
It was just so the ball came in from Lallana for a free header, and he literally misses the 6 yard. It's the worst thing I've ever seen. And then Malpe is 30 yards out, center of the goal, hits it, bends like crazy. Foster full stretch has to push it away behind. So it really is all Brighton. They're at 70% possession at the moment. They're turning the screw. So Brighton very well on top in this game. Back to you, Jeff.
Oscar, there was a few facial expressions going on there. What's going on at Goodison Park?
Holgate sort of miserable clearance, sort of straight to a Leeds player who sort of just knocked it to Rodrigo. He chested it down, let it bounce, and then from about 35 yards out, volleyed it, and it smashed the crossbar. Pickford was not getting there, and he was rooted to the spot. It would have been something pretty special, but Richarlison's just down now. Don't know what's happened there. He got clattered into by Meslier. He tried to get the ball. Well, he did get the ball, but he's just getting some ice now. But Leeds have got a bit of a foothold in the game. They've had a bit more possession after that dismal first quarter of an hour, where Everton had about 80% possession. But a bit more open now.
Yeah, I mean, it's nothing to do with football. There's plenty of action going on in our estate. Somebody's banging the wall next to me. A dog's barking out there. Plenty going on. Probably as much as what's going on at Watford Brighton. Oh, hey, Franco. That was a good transition, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it's, really it's just Watford just trying to hoof the ball clear and find a counter attack with King up top. And they actually have possession. They're trying to put a ball into the box right now, which is in a rare attack. But, whoa, a real mix-up. It almost looks as though the Brighton player touched it back to the keeper. But, he got away with that. Really, it was just a speculative ball into the box. And literally the two centre-backs and the goalkeeper all came together and none of them took responsibility. The goalkeeper
lack of communication.
Yeah, it really was a total, it was like almost a Roberto incident, to be honest with you. But they got no Watford player was near him. Like, had a Watford player been gambling on it and going to the middle, something could have happened. But literally, the goalkeeper Sanchez hits the ball onto the Brighton defender's head that hits another Brighton defender, and then he picks it up. And no Watford player within 5 yards of any of it. So it's still 0-0. And Brighton just continually putting on pressure. I don't think it will be long before we get a goal in this game.
Ooh. An update from the Brentford Community Stadiums. Quickly off the back of the penalty appeal at the other end, there was a penalty appeal up at the Brentford end where the ball came into the box. Victor Janssen had his arm by his side. It flicked off his arm. There was a penalty appeal. Obviously, if the one at the other end wasn't going to be given, that one wasn't given. Zaha won a free kick and Palace are on the attack. A few sloppy passes. It goes back to Brentford and they're in possession in their own half. They lump the ball long. A good flick on, although Palace win the ball back, and they are just being pressurised. But that was a good bit of skill to get past us as Palace enter the Brentford half. But poor long ball, and it's back out the Palace out on the right hand side. Just over 21 minutes gone. Before we get on with it, there's 14 people watching. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe to West Ham Official if you're new. Check out SRM Carver & Son, our channel sponsors, by clicking the link in the description down below. Let's take some comments. Hammerhead said, "Jakey boy has to be has to be Jeff Stelling's replacement. Ain't no other man for the job. True pro." Thank you very much. Well, according to Franco earlier on, it was Jeff Sterling that was.
Wow, that was Siri. Siri permanently tries to screw me over every time I write something. And she does the stupidest things. The word A-R-E. Siri is determined to ruin my life. She either autocorrects. When I put R, she either turns it into aunt, which literally changes the total opposite of what I'm trying to say, or she makes it A-T-E. Like every time, I'm like, it's such a basic word. Siri, because I have an iPhone.
Who asked?
Oh!
2-0.
Oh, 2-0. Go on, Oscar, over to you.
Good corner in. Leeds didn't pick up their men. There was a conga almost on the edge of the box from Everton. They split. Keane came into the back post unmarked. Good header. Meslier won't get in there. 2-0 Everton.
There we go. That's all. As well, Oscar.
Hey?
I said you look happy about Everton winning 2-0.
I do. I don't like Leeds, and I've got some friends who are Everton fans, so. And I'm still buzzing from the result earlier.
So there we go. That is our second goal of the half. Look at Franco. He's just loving life to be here in West Ham Official. He's just like, woo.
All right, let me give a shout out to Peach as well. I don't know who's here, but Big up to Peach at West Ham Random. Gotta love him.
It's a bit random.
Well, that's the point, right?
True. Yeah.
What is going
currently
on? Oh my word! Foster for a second there forgot that he wasn't a left. He thought he was a left back. He starts running out of his area. The fullback then plays a ball into the box to the centre back. Thankfully, the centre back then deals with it. But like, I don't know what Foster's playing at. I can't imagine Brighton not scoring soon. I mean, I think it's only a matter of time.
Well, you said that 5 minutes ago. Nothing's happened yet.
All right. I'm just trying to keep it exciting, six-pack, Jacob.
Right, then let's have a look at some of the other results going around the grounds. But before we do, we've got another guest. Arsenal should be playing today, but Chelsea are off swanning around some Club World Cup. Ben, how you doing?
Hi, chap. Not bad. Yourselves?
Yeah, not bad at all. You should be playing Chelsea today, but you're not.
I know. They're off swanning around in some Club Cup.
Yeah.
Oh!
Hello.
The referee's given a penalty!
Oh, here we go. Let's go to Franco. What's going on, Franco?
So, Bonaventura just goes on a marauding run from inside his own half. Like, he picks up the ball halfway into his half, runs down the wing. There's no one near him. Like, he cuts inside, making the defenders look stupid and gets bundled over. Then another Watford player comes in and there's a coming together. He's booked dunk and given a penalty. But, there's a tangle of legs. It's actually Lallana. Lallana comes across his man. Tangle of legs. I think this is going to be given. VAR obviously going to check it. Bonaventura goes down first. Although Lallana does he get the ball first? Oh, this is a tricky one, to be honest. There's a lot going on because Bonaventura kind of loses possession of the ball and gets bundled over at the same time, but goes down looking for it. And in fact, the referee has given that as a foul and given him a free kick outside the area. So he's called him on the first. He said that's a first offence before the Lallana collision in the box. So Watford have been given a free kick on the very edge of the area. Oh. Bonaventura is standing over it to take it.
I thought you said it was a blimmin' penalty.
Well, they brought it back. So the referee pointed and gave a yellow card. I just assumed it was for the second thing, but he gave it for the first incident. I mean, I'm looking on a tiny little screen, Jake. Give me some grace. But Bonaventura, against the run of play, is going to put this in. He's literally on the edge of the box. The wall already. Let's see what happens. He goes far post for some reason. But he goes far outside, nowhere near the target. It was a shocking free kick. Fuerteventura. No, that's where you're going on holiday, I think. Bonaventura. How do you say his name?
I don't know.
Yeah, nor do I. He's a Watford player. Why would I care? Anyway, he missed. He was rubbish. Over to one of you.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. We've just had a very, very odd incident here. So Calvin Phillips goes for a bicycle kick and smashes Mason Holgate in the face. Mason Holgate was led on the floor for about 2 minutes. Everton players were up in arms saying he's got a red, saying he should have had a red or a yellow for high foot. But no cards given, and they're playing again now. But a very odd incident as he went for the bicycle kick. The ball was nowhere near and just kicked Mason Holgate in the face. It was a bit weird. But yeah. So Leeds are looking more dangerous now. They look like they could score soon.
Yeah. Ben, back to you before we were rudely interrupted by Franco by saying it was a penalty, then it weren't a penalty. Oh, what's up now, Franco?
Well, I just realised now I've looked at it. That Bonaventure bloke, that's Dennis. I wondered why he wasn't playing. But on the lineup, it says Bonaventure. And I'm like, who on earth is that? And then I've just seen the back of his shirt and I'm like, I wonder why Dennis wasn't playing. We'll call him Dennis from now on. Anyway, Sorry, mate. Back to you.
Yeah. Right, Ben, what did you make of your performance against Wolves the other night?
A vintage 1-0 to the Arsenal. That is literally... And I think that's how we're going to play for the rest of the season. I really do. I really can see it being scrappy, boring, 1-0, nothing special.
Yeah, I can see that. Ball into the box, dangerous ball into the box is out for a corner or a goal kick. I don't know. I can't see the referee. I know, Franco. I know. Well, it's these dodgy streams and you can't see what's going on. But yeah. Do you think there was a bit of an element of luck towards it? Shush, Franco. Do you think there was a bit of an element of luck towards the end of it, Ben? Towards the 10 men and everything else?
Again, we always have. I mean, I remember when I was younger watching Arsenal play, we always played better when we had 10 men.
Yeah.
And we seem to have learnt again this season to play without a full team. I mean, you go back to Liverpool game, that was one of the best defensive displays of the season I think anyone's seen on any team. And that's what happened again at the end of Wolves. We just sat and just defended. I mean, Rob Holding was a breath of fresh air when he came on again.
Yeah, there we go. What are your aspirations before I let you go for the rest of Arsenal's season? Where would you like to finish? What would you be happy with?
I would be over the moon with 4th, but I've got a feeling it's going to be 5th.
Because West Ham will be 4th?
Obviously.
No.
Yes. We like you, Ben. We like you. Thank you very much for coming on, Ben.
Cheers, guys.
And good luck.
Later.
Cheers. Bye. Right, Christ, they're coming forever over here. Right, someone with a bit of professionalism. Anton,
finally. Finally.
Good afternoon, all. How are we all?
Yeah, not bad. You right?
I may have tested positive for the old Rona.
Living out.
Dang.
So I am now living in this room. Family's all through there, and I'm in this room, and I'm in the spare room, and tested positive. Unfortunately, just feel like a head cold. But apart from that, I'm doing all right.
So does that mean you're now not under the thumb because nobody can tell you what to do because you're living in?
No, I am under the thumb. Yeah, there are jobs that I can still do, which is in this room, and I'm always under the thumb. Everyone will know that. Like I'm just under the thumb all the time. So yeah.
Oh.
What's that's not me. That's not me. I've got no dog.
Good.
Or cat.
I was waiting to see who would make the first reference.
No, I was just referencing I don't have a dog or a cat. That's all I'm saying.
No, I wanted to be the first one with a cat reference.
Here we go. Palace, a through, counter-attack, must score. Oh, what's he doing? Absolutely.
What game do I need to do? What game are you all doing? Tell me. Put me on a game.
Well, there's only 3 games and we're doing the 3 games, so pick.
Oh, are you?
Well, Anton could. I mean, I could go and take a shower, and Anton could take over and raise the level of professional on my game.
Perfect. All right, bye.
All right, okay. What game?
Wow. I mean, I was just putting it as an option. Hey, Anton, earlier on, Jake was bragging about his 6-pack to me as well.
Right.
Well, listen, I can listen. Don't know if you want to see my 6-pack, but might put you off your afternoon lunch, depending. Don't, Franco, please don't.
Oh dear. Right, Franco, go and shower. See you in a bit.
Bye.
Bye. Oh, bit of professionalism. Thank God.
What game was he doing? And I'll do it.
He was doing Watford Brighton.
Oh,
the most riveting game of all.
Wow, can't wait.
Yeah. Not much is going on at the Brentford Community Stadium. They're just knocking the ball about. That Palace counter attack was lethal, but just the final product wasn't fantastic. Anything going on at Everton? Still Everton 2, Leeds 0. Oscar.
It is, yeah.
Sorry, here Watford on the attack now. Ball cuts cross. Leaves to Joshua King, and it's cleared from Brighton. Sorry.
Fine.
Go on, Oscar.
Not interrupting anything here, really. A couple of wild shots that have gone under miles over the bar or almost further to the corner flag than the actual goal. Bit of an exaggeration. But, after the exciting first 20 minutes where we had all Everton, now quieting down a bit more of an even game now.
Yeah, well, somehow in the space of 30 seconds, Anton, you've made that Watford Brighton game a bit more exciting than what Franco did.
Well, I mean, I've literally logged in, and Sissoko, who dominates the midfield for Watford, who had a good, I thought he had a good game against West Ham. Just done a bit of trickery in the middle of the park, drove the team forward, fed the ball down the right-hand side. The ball came into the 6-yard box, but it was cleared from Brighton, but it was all created from that man, Sissoko. Watford battling for their lives in the Premier League, aren't they? So
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. He just, honestly, this guy just came in and showed his Man City shirt. You'd never think he'd show that ever again. And now he's gone. Absolute muppet. Absolute muppet. Watford v Brighton thriller. I know, Anton, you've turned it into a right thriller at Vicarage Road. But that's a I thought you had 6 barrels, Anton.
yeah, all right, Peter, mate. Are you sure you're not still? Still in disguise. Still in disguise.
Guys, P Gaz says, I think Arsenal just want to play with 10 men, so when they play full strength, it looks like they've got an extra man. Probably Torres Smith's adventure. Oh dear, what is it coming to? But 34 minutes in, is it time to have a look around the ground, see what's going on? I think so. Oh no, Frankel's just messaging me random rubbish as normal. Let's see what is going on around the grounds then. As Palace look to come on the attack, however, because Flash Score is taking an age to load.
Right now, Brighton have for the last minute just held on to the ball through the back. They've got a patient build-up play, don't they? And what the manager's doing there is really good work at Brighton.
Yeah,
but really patient build-up play. They play the ball through the back. They like to play it from the goalkeeper all the way forwards. And now they're on the attack down the right-hand side.
Let's go around the ground into the Championship. Huddersfield 0, Sheffield United 0. I think that finished. That was at 12:30. And so the in-game 35 minutes in around the grounds. Barnsley 0, QPR 0, Birmingham 1, Luton 0, Blackpool 0, Bournemouth 0, Hull 0, Fulham 0. Everything in the Championship. This is Middlesbrough 1, Derby 0, Millwall 0, Cardiff.
Oh, sorry, Brighton on the attack on the edge of the box. He's been brought down from Sissoko, looking for a foul, but they don't get it. Sorry, Jake.
I can see the excitement roaring through at Vicarage Road. Reading 1, Coventry 0. Also, League One, Sunderland have just equalised to make it 1-1. Them against Wimbledon. Any other notable scores? Oxford 2, Bolton 1. Riveting action elsewhere. Let's see how Yeovil are getting on, shall we? Where's England? National League. And we'll have to look how Kidderminster are getting on as well.
Nice.
We like Kidderminster. Yeovil are 0-0 against Eastleigh, and let's see how our good friends Kidderminster are getting on. 0-0 at AFC Telford this afternoon. So West Ham 1 week, Telford the next. Lovely stuff. Oscar, anything going on at Goodison Park?
Not really. No. Turned into a bit of a sort of both teams giving it away quite easily. None of their attacks have really come of anything. I don't know what he's doing, but Phillips just sort of had a run and then ran it out. But Iwobi's got it on the edge of the ball, curled it wide. But Iwobi's actually had a good game. I thought it'd be pretty terrible, like he always is. But no, he's pretty lively so far. He's put in a couple of good crosses, had a good shot there. Oh, it was wider than it originally looked, but no. So yeah, it's a bit of a dull game now, really.
Yeah, Anton, we're playing a little game. How many goals are going to be in all 3 Premier League games this afternoon?
I mean, in all the games, I mean, I've tuned in now 5 minutes. Oh, he's gone down. Brighton player's gone down in the box. No, it's nothing. In the 5 minutes that I've watched, it's actually been an okay match. It's not been awful. It's been okay. It's been pretty end-to-end. No clear-cut chances. So I don't think this game is going to end up 0-0. I reckon I can see a couple of goals in this one. 2-0 to Everton. Brentford, Crystal Palace. Brentford need to get points on the board, don't they, to guarantee survival. So do you know what? I'll go for 5 goals in total. There you go.
Yeah. As we are edging closer to half time, let's get another guest on because nothing's going on, quite frankly. Paul, how are you doing?
I'm well. How is everyone? Yeah, what's happening today on the football? Anything?
Not much. Everton are beating Leeds 2-0, and apart from that, nothing else. I just got to see this.
the joys of the Premier League now, when just a couple of games on a Saturday. Yeah,
It is.
And,
It is.
and United got a draw against Southampton. That's a good result for United, isn't it? I didn't think
West Ham United.
For West Ham United.
Yeah. I just look at the table. Looking at the table,
Indeed.
see what's going on. Look at you there, sat in fourth.
I know. Won't be for long though. Games in hand, Paul. Games in hand.
Arsenal. Who's your biggest worry? Oh, Tottenham's got 3, haven't they? Who's your biggest worry? Who would, out of United, Arsenal, and Tottenham, who's the one?
Tottenham and Arsenal. Anton, pick one.
I think them all. I think it's just going to be a battle to the end. You know, that comment there about saying, does anyone want top 4 this season is a kind of, you know, it reaps so much truth out of it. But the fact of the matter is, I'd rather have the points on the table than I would have games in hand any day of the week. And the fact that Tottenham did get beat midweek was massive for West Ham. They've got 2 games in hand, and if they win those 2 games in hand, they can obviously hop, skip, and jump over West Ham, but they have to win them to do that. And 1 game down and 1 game lost, and they're going to have 2 games on the trot pretty much for most weeks. Most weeks, you know, which is going to be testing for their squad. On top of the fact that West Ham have that coming in March. So,
are you thinking that any of these teams who goes on a little bit of a run, maybe I
actually think Wolves could be a one to watch as well. I know they didn't get a great result, but you know, I actually think there could be a concern because Wolves are kind of one of the informed teams, aren't they? But one of their players who was in form has left. He found his form and then left and went to Barcelona. So, Brighton on the attack. Sorry, in the 18-yard box. Oh, he's still got it. They're on the edge of the box. They've got plenty of men forward. I've just seen a stat there: 76% possession to Brighton.
Riveting stuff. Oscar, anything going on at Goodison?
Oh, well, we got a corner for Everton. Swung in way over everybody. Poor corner. But Richarlison just had a shot that was well blocked by someone with a name I can't pronounce.
Is that Merson commentating there?
Yeah. But and then Iwobi had a go, but that's a very, very poor crossfield pass, and Leeds could break. Oh no. Well, good from Allen. Allen's been controlling the game from midfield for Everton today. That's another poor pass in the middle, and that's another poor pass from Everton, and then Leeds give the ball away, and it's an Everton throw-in.
Yeah.
But Leeds had a chance to counter, but a very, very poor pass, and came to nothing in the end. But just got a bit more exciting in the last couple of minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And a good time to be playing Leicester maybe tomorrow.
Definitely, yeah. They're not in all ball in or headed over the bar there. Brentford got close. One of the only times they have got close, I think, in this 42 minutes of football we've seen. The ball came on the left-hand side. Good ball into the box, headed straight over the bar. First clear-cut opportunity, 42 minutes in at the Brentford Community Stadium. But in terms of Leicester, it's a good time to play them. Obviously, they were knocked out of the cup last week that they won last year.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know whether it's going to be they're going to start turning it on. I think that's a worry if they're going to start performing, and it's going to be tomorrow whether they start performing. But yeah.
Oh, sorry, Dunk. Oh, just heads it over the bar. Big corner from Brighton, and Dunk at the back post, unmarked, headed the ball, just went over the crossbar. Sorry.
And you've also got Tottenham against Wolves, which of course is nice because there's only three points up for grabs. You know, only one team can win that, or maybe a draw. That'd be nice for the Hammers.
Yeah, and you've got good old Burnley tomorrow as well.
Yeah, I like the look of Liverpool at the moment. I think they look fantastic. It's just all over the pitch now. Again, obviously the Salah be back, Trent Salah, and then on the whether it's Diaz and Robertson and Jota seems to sort of just score whenever he needs to. Let the points behind Man City's probably too many, but I wouldn't rule them out of winning a couple of cups. That's for sure. I think they beat Chelsea in the Carabao. I think on the thing I said they win that. I said they win the Champions League. I think it's going to take a good team to knock them out of any of these cups. I really do. They've lost one in 15, and that was a game at Leicester when he missed a penalty, and should have won that game really, shouldn't he? But I think they'll beat Burnley tomorrow, and yes, I think I think Klopp's he's happy with his squad now. He's every player is fit. Every player is available for tomorrow, which this isn't Man City who have got almost like endless supplies. Liverpool need all their players fit, a majority, and they have, so it's a good time for that to happen. With the Champions League resuming Inter Milan, they'll take some stopping, but I say the points behind Man City probably too many now to catch them. But you never know. You never know. You got games in hand, like we said.
Lovely stuff. And just before I do let you go, did you have a nice entertaining weekend last weekend, Paul?
Yeah, the World Senior Darts. Yeah, we had in the UK we had over 1.5 million views. Sort of my debut of MC in that. We had major tech issues, especially on the first night, and the team who not our team, but a team sorted out some issues. But yes, it's going to grow and grow and grow. And at the Circus Tavern, it was fantastic. The atmosphere was brilliant. They loved it, and there was a very respectful darts crowd. They respected the players. I mean, legends like Martin Adams, Phil Taylor, Peter Manley, Trina Guller, if you like, Lisa Ashton, Kevin Painter. That it was fantastic. Robert Thornton, of course, won it. He picked up £30,000. So anyone over the age of 50 who's not a professional dart player, which means they're not on the PDC tour, they can qualify for these events if they're not sort of invited in already. It's going to grow.
Sorry, there's been a goal. There's been a goal at Brighton, and what a goal from Memphis. Mapai. What a goal. I'm sorry, I just literally had to leave there, and I've just literally, as I stood up, I seen the goal go in.
Is that Brighton scored?
Yeah, Brighton.
There we go.
1-0 Brighton.
Anton,
I'll give you the
2 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'll give you the kind of quick rerun of the goal just so you know. But Mapai, I think he's a great player for Brighton. We all know what he does against West Ham because he does turn up and do that. But a big ball goes in from wide right, and he hits it literally in between the penalty spot and the 18-yard box first time. Ball comes in, takes a bounce, and he smashes that into top corner. What a fantastic goal. Wait till you see that in Match of the Day tonight. A brilliant goal.
Lovely stuff. So that's our third goal. That's our third goal.
Running riot. Yeah.
Third goal of the 3 o'clock kickoff as we enter the minute of stoppage time at the Brentford Community Stadium. Palace with a final push to get a goal before half-time, intercepted as Brentford come on the attack. Now, what can Brentford do with 20 seconds left of this first half? Intercepted, but Brentford win the ball back. Here we go. Brentford, 10 seconds to go of this first half. What can they do? Rico Henry down that left-hand side. Cross is intercepted. He gets the ball back though. Just a couple of seconds to go. Got to get the ball into the box. Got to do it. Here we go. Whistle's going to go any second if they don't get the ball in. Oh, here we go. Brentford. It's Brentford. Good tackle. Comes out again. The referee looks at his watch. Let's play continue. Ball into the box, headed, and that is wide. And that will surely be it for the first half at the Brentford Community Stadium. Brentford 0, Crystal Palace 0. Paul, I'll let you finish up what you were saying there.
Yeah. So then we move on to the end of May. That's at the Lakeside. That's the World Seniors Darts Masters. That's the tickets are flying out for that. So it's great. It's fantastic. An honoured to be involved. As I say, 1.5 million viewers just in the UK, and it went to Germany, it went to Asia, it went to various other countries around the world, and yeah, an honour to introduce these players to the stage. It was fantastic. So there's going to be more. And as I say, anyone over the age of 50 who thinks they want to give it a go, rather than getting on Twitter and moaning about everything and complaining like people do, get off your backsides and then give it a go if you think you're good enough. So
there we go. Paul, good luck against Burnley tomorrow night. Tomorrow afternoon. Thank you very much for coming on. I'll catch you soon.
Will do, mate. All the best. See you later.
Cheers. Right then, and then there were two. Oscar, half-time thoughts at Goodison Park, 2-0 to Everton.
Yeah, Everton could have had a few more, but I reckon Leeds could have had one as well. Just before the end of the half, Rafinha, couple of step overs, played it inside to Rodrigo, a curling shot, hit the bit between crossbar and post. But Everton could have had a few more as well. Calvert-Lewin was in. Melier made a good save. But Everton deservedly in front. Leeds were woeful in the first 20 minutes. Hence Everton getting them 2 goals. But Leeds, they sort of came back into the game for 15 minutes, and then Everton had a load more pressure for about the 10 minutes until the end of the half. So I think, I can't see, unless they got to score, Leeds have to come and score early. Otherwise, they're not going to get anything out of this game, because Everton looked much improved. I watched a bit of the game against Newcastle, and they were terrible in that. So they look improved from that game.
Yeah. Is there a way back for Leeds?
Yeah, possibly. I have to say they got to be. It requires Everton to be a lot worse than they have been, and they have to come out and score early. Probably within the first 10 minutes of the half, and then it's got to be all them in the half really, because they don't. The only chances they've really had were a couple of shots from Rodrigo outside the box, which both hit the woodwork. But yeah, Everton by far the better side, and definitely deservedly ahead.
Yeah. So it is half time. As you can see, we've got two other guests, but all we can see is empty chairs. So I'm sure we'll get those two back very shortly. But in terms of the game at the Brentford Community Stadium, there's been very minimal chances, but there have been good chances, and they've been for both sides. Probably both sides should have scored at least one goal. In the final third, the ball and the shot hasn't quite been up to the standard that we expect. There should be goals in this game. There currently isn't. If I was going to pick a team to score, it would probably be. It would probably be Palace with their danger men to bring off the bench, Eze, Elise. I still do expect Palace to pick up all 3 points, but Palace could be lucky. There should have been a penalty for Brentford for a horrific decision for a handball about in the middle of the first half. So really, Brentford should have had a penalty. They should have scored as well from a diving header. So there should have been goals in this game. There hasn't been so far, and it's going to be an intriguing second half for in that case. Right, he's back. He's back again, Anton. For the small amount of the Brighton Watford game you've watched, what have you made of it?
It's actually quite a good game so far, if I'm being honest. I've watched 10 minutes of it, I think, and it was okay actually, end to end. No clear-cut chances until the goal from Mapai. Watford desperate for points, need to get as many points on the table as possible, but it's taken a goal of pure and utter class to break the deadlock to make it 1-0 to Brighton.
Yeah, definitely. Let's have a little look at some of your comments then. Let's have a look. Dan says, just need a Palace goal. Need the crap at the bottom to drop points. Yeah, thanks for coming back in again, Dan. How's the duties going in the Dan household? How is it going? Yeah, Brighton. There we go. That's controversial. Should have got Mope instead of Ben Rama. Oh, controversy.
You know what? I do like Mopey. I don't even know how you pronounce his name, but he's a decent player. It's always caused West Ham problems when he's played against us.
Yeah, he does.
He's very annoying.
Yeah, he can be that kind of annoying player, can he? Annoying striker.
He is, yeah. I remember this season because Trossard did something I don't know. He had a really bad injury. They had 10 minutes of injury time. We were 1-0 up for majority of the match. He scored in the 98th minute. Just runs round our fans
Yeah.
He's a wind-up merchant, but
yep. But you need that sometimes in teams, don't you?
Yeah, you do. But,
yeah.
He was asked about it in an interview the other day, and he said that he don't really think about does he ever regret it? And he said no, he finds it really fun, which is fair enough, to be fair.
Well, that's an interesting stat for you, is actually that he has equalled the most Premier League goals scored for Brighton. He goes up to number 26 alongside Glenn Murray, another player that West Ham know about, who's got 26 goals. Pascal Gross has got 15, and Leandro Trossard has got 14. So that goal has equalled Brighton and Hove Albion's Premier League all-time goal scorer, and he's one more away from breaking that.
Yeah. T Dog says, can someone cover the Birmingham versus Luton? We'll try and get Frankel to do that when we get back. It's not on the streaming service I can currently get, but Frankel's in America. When he comes back from his super long shower, we will try and get that for you. Robert says, Jeff, can you go around the grounds for the halftime scores? It's that time. Let's go around the grounds to start the championship. Then not much is going on. Barnsley 0, QPR 0, Birmingham 1, Luton 0. Does anybody want me to do the city voice that they do when somebody's winning? They go up higher pitch.
Yeah. Yes.
Hang on. Birmingham 1, Luton 0, Blackpool 1, Bournemouth 0. I can't do that. Hull 0, Fulham 0. Middlesbrough 3, Derby 1, Millwall 0, Cardiff 0, Nottingham Forest 0, Stoke 0, Peterborough 0, Preston 0, Reading 1, Coventry 1. That is in the Championship. Let's go through League 1 then. So Accrington Stanley, or is it Accrington? I don't know. 1, Crewe 0, AFC Wimbledon 1, Sunderland 1. Burton 1, Cambridge 1. They haven't gone in yet for half time. They're in the 45th plus 10th minute of added time at the Burton Stadium. I don't know what it's called. It's called the Pirelli Stadium. So they're in the 54th minute of play, and it's still in the first half. You don't see that very often, but. Cheltenham 2, Fleetwood 0, Lincoln 1, Wickham 0, MK Dons 0, Ipswich 0, Morecambe 0, Gillingham 0, Oxford United 2, Bolton 2, good game there, Plymouth 0, Shrewsbury 0, Portsmouth 0, Doncaster 0, Wincanton, no, Wigan 1, Charlton 1.
A lot of draws, isn't there? Loads of draws.
It's boring, isn't it? Birmingham 1-0. God, Kiddie are winning. Kidderminster 1-0 up from playing West Ham last week to Telford this week. The scenes. Pity 6 teams can't do it. Accrington Stanley, who are they?
Accrington Stanley, who are they?
P. Gaz says, Mopé is one of those players you hate but would love to see in a West Ham kit. Yeah, it does seem that way.
And Trossard. I really like Trossard as well.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah. That Club World Cup I had no idea about that was going on until about 2 hours ago. Chelsea are playing tonight.
Yep.
They're playing Palmeiras.
Yeah,
they won that game.
That is the most useless cup ever because they're playing like Al Halil in the semi-final. The Saudi Arabian club. Who have they got? Like Matthias Pereira, who was an average player for West Brom last season. I mean, there's no competition in it, is there? It's basically if you win the Champions League, you win the Club World Cup, unless you're like horrendous. So
fair enough. Yeah. One thing to keep an eye on, European action comes back into play Thursday night. Europa League action comes into play, I should say, Thursday night, Anton. 5:45 is Barcelona versus Napoli. We'll be keeping tabs on that.
I think we could be keeping tabs on the whole of the Europa League because there's so many big teams in it. You've got Barcelona, Napoli, Borussia Dortmund, Rangers, Sheriff Tiraspol, team that were unknown, but they beat Real Madrid, Sporting Braga, Zenit St. Petersburg, Real Betis, Atlanta, Olympiacos, Porto, Lazio, Leipzig, Sociedad, Sevilla, and Dinamo Zagreb. So yeah, it's an exciting time to get back into European football, and let's just hope that we can, that's the first leg, isn't it? This is the first leg coming up this week. The second leg will be the following week probably, and then we'll get the draw, the big famous draw for the last 16. And it'll be exciting times to see who West Ham draw in the last 16 of the Europa League. Exciting times.
And it's buzzing as well, Anton, because it's when I'm on half term, so I get to do a watch along.
Hey!
Who are you? Who have you got in the final 32 or whatever it is?
We've got how they've worked is if you win the group, you don't have to play in the final 32. So we're straight to the last 16 or last day, whatever it is. The draw's on Friday the 25th of February. So everything's sorted. There's a watch long for that. I've just got to find somebody to do it because every YouTube channel will be doing it, and their cat and their mother, excuse the pun.
No comment.
Shouldn't have said that, should I? But
no.
I've said it now. But
it's done.
But yeah, hopefully, touch wood, we will be back on Thursday night to do a watch along for that Barcelona-Napoli game and a Super Football special, keeping you up to date with all of the Europa League action and seeing what's happening in the first leg to see perhaps who West Ham United could pull out at 11 or 12 o'clock on Friday, the 25th of February. I can remember last time, Anton, there was loads of confusion of what time it was.
Absolutely. I think everyone was getting confused about the time differences
Yeah.
throughout the world. And even we were getting mixed up and stuff. But it was exciting to watch. And, I remember we done a video for the draw. And I remember sitting, listening to it. And I'm not going to lie to you, I was kind of a little bit disappointed at who we got. Because I just wanted the biggest you could get. The bigger they come, the harder they can fall. So I just want us to go up against Barcelona's and Napoli's, and do you know what? Selfishly, if Rangers can get through, for me, selfishly, getting there's not far from where I live. So the Battle of Britain would be good. We haven't done a Battle of Britain for a long time, so it'd be good for West Ham to be involved in that.
Yeah. Firstly, Sharky, why aren't you asking me if I'm doing a preview? Only joking. Anton, preview later on, 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we are. So, what about yourself, Jakey boy?
Yeah, 7 o'clock. I'll be here with Chris from Leicester Till I Die TV, giving you all of the insight on Leicester. I'm sure, Anton, you've watched your magic with a Leicester fan.
Yeah, we'll just get the usual coming on, Leicester Fan TV. Jack from Leicester Fan TV will be popping on, so we'll have an away fan on. Sometimes we do have the away fan on most weeks, but sometimes it's quite good when you don't, because again, it gives you your opinion on the opposition, so it's trying to mix it up, and it's good, isn't it? It's good fun, and you get a good insight when you bring an away fan on, because you don't have to sit there and work out what's going on. I heard that Tielemans is leaving at the end of the summer as well, so I never looked too much into why. I don't know what he has, if there's been, I don't really know what his season's been like, but every time we've played them over the last couple of years, he's been apart from the fact West Ham are playing well against Leicester, he is a top-notch player.
For sure. I'm just texting Franco. Longest shower ever? ? That'll wind him up. Pereira, who we wanted, in Sharky says in South America they highly rate the Club World Cup. I've never been bothered with it, neither have I. I think it's just like the Community Shield on it. I've never been bothered about that. It's just a plate until we're in it. Peter says Dortmund to win the Europa League. Peter says for us to have a chance to win it, we need Antonio Fornals, Benrahma to know where the goal is for sure. West Ham Rangers, yes, would love to see that. As the players are walking back out at the Brentford Community Stadium, we are ready to return to the Premier League action this afternoon. Currently, the halftime scores running along the bottom of your screen are Everton 2, Leeds 0, Watford 0, Brighton 1, and the game I'm watching, where there's been no goals, Brentford 0, Crystal Palace 0. What are you expecting to see from this second half, Oscar?
Well, I was a bit surprised by the stats, actually. I think Leeds brought it back because Everton actually only had 47% possession. But they're coming back out now. But Everton had 12 shots, 7 on target. Mellier's been busy. Pickford hasn't had a single save to make yet. Leeds have had 0 shots on target. So, if you're asking for my prediction, I think Everton will get one more, but I also think Leeds will get one. So I think it might end 3-1. Because Leeds, they do look dangerous, but then they give the ball away too easily in the final third.
Here's some interesting stats for you, since we've obviously been linked to, and previously were linked to Matheus Pereira. In the 13 league games he's played for Al Hilal, he's not scored a single goal. However, he's got seven assists. And he has scored 1 goal with 1 assist in 3 Club World Cup appearances. So he's got 1 goal in his whole career so far at Al Hilal with 8 assists.
Yeah, if that's where he wanted to go, that's where he wants to go. But Patrick Vieira is just giving Wilfred Zaha his last instructions before the second half kicks off, and it has, and it's gone straight out for a throw-in to Brentford down on the right-hand side as they're kicking up towards the away end this half. Nice night as always, Simon. Hope you're well. We've just been talking about the Club World Cup, Simon. What's your thoughts on obviously playing Palmeiras later on, whereas you should be playing Arsenal today? What's your thoughts on the whole situation? P. Gad says Braga, Betis, or Barca will probably be the best West. Oh, here he comes, crikey! Oh.
I was on the phone, just now I'm representing because my new local team have a game today, their first pre-season game.
On the phone.
Who's that? Franco Man City? Sorry, what?
Hey! FC Dallas have got their first game. It's like a pre-season friendly, so a couple of my friends play there. So I'm, just one of the boys. I just was checking, am I on the guest list? How does it work? So,
and are you on the guest list?
Yeah, he literally said to me yesterday, because we're going to the Dallas Mavericks later on, and he's got like a box. So I didn't want to take the mick too much, and so I'm like,
don't
am I
go
on the list?
in about boxes, Anton.
I know. I thought you were talking about Jake.
No.
Oh, what happened here? Oh, I want to hear about this.
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
I'm just in this StreamYard box. That's what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he was telling me yesterday, like, no, you're not on the list. So I was fine with it, but apparently he was just joking.
Yeah, who asked? Yeah.
Oh, I noticed. What did I say? I told you Brighton would win. I told you they'd score first, didn't I? See? Mystic Adam.
Are you watching the game? Are you watching the game then?
No, I'm going to put it back up now.
Yeah. Try and get there's this game that somebody wants you to cover.
What game?
Luton versus Birmingham City, if you can find it, Adam.
Luton versus Birmingham City?
Yeah.
How am I going to get that?
Texan TV must have a bit of the old championship on the go over there, Franco. Come on, mate.
I'm going to look, but it almost definitely not. Unlike you boys here, I have fully legal streams of all of the Premier League games. Fully acceptable.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
All A-OK. Championship, not so much.
Oh.
I'm looking, but...
Apologies to you. Right, here we go. Hashtag Frankel out already.
Who is this? Come on, Scott. Don't be like that. Come on. Don't do that.
Frankel looks like Joe Cole, Chelsea legend.
Do you know what? It's funny that I'm going to tell you just a really short story. When I was younger,
no one wants to hear your stories. There you go. In, out. No one wants to hear your stories. I'm joking. Go on, carry on.
No, I don't know. You want me? I used to look more like Joe Cole when I was younger, and I remember I had a season ticket. I remember going Upton Park for West Ham Newcastle, and I was turning the corner, and a bunch of Geordies like Newcastle. I was like, "Wait, man, it's Joe Cole, like." And they start chanting Joe Cole things at me. It was just a funny little thing. I love Joe Cole.
Do that Geordie accent again.
Oh no, it's one time only, I think, because it was average.
It's been clipped.
It's been clipped. Yeah.
No.
Jakey, is taking your girlfriend out for Valentine's Day? No.
Oh, big ball in there from Watford. Watford in the attack, just coming into the 18-yard box. Still keeps a hold of it. They're inside the box, on the edge of the box. Oh, Brighton have done well to clear.
How long's left?
Yeah, come on, keep up with the commentary, Franco.
Second half.
Keep up with the commentary, Franco.
Which game do you want me to watch?
Any game, I don't care.
Very professional, Jeff.
but just not the Everton Leeds game, because that's what Oscar's doing, and he's very professional, and not you.
I probably should do your game because I remember hearing your commentary earlier on, and you ain't got a clue. So, yeah, I'll do your game to help you out, Jake.
Franco. Scotty boy. Right, before we get our next guest on, anything going on at Goodison Park, Oscar?
Well, there wasn't until now. Everton on the attack is 2 versus 3. Slides the ball into Richarlison. Blocked. No, not much going on since half time, really. Both teams just knocking the ball around. But Jack Harrison with the ball now. Plays it inside to the guy whose name I can't pronounce. Back to Harrison. Puts the ball in the box to the far post. What's he doing? Oh, I think it was Dan James. Dan James. He wanted way too much time on the ball. Came at the back post, just stopped. Tried to then cut inside, but over the bar. Nice move from Leeds. They turned defence into attack quickly there.
Turn your sound off, Franco.
All right. Give me a chance. It just started up, all right?
Yeah, well, you'll get me done for copyright.
Oh my gosh, you and your copyright.
Trust me, you don't get done as much as we get done in copyright. We're getting so much historical copyright. It's a joke. I honestly, every week, literally, from videos from 4 years ago, is popping up right now. And you have to then spend, I don't know how long it is, to mute the bloody whatever it is that came up. But even like we used to do vlogs on the channel, and the guy who used to do the vlogs for us, you'd be sitting at halftime talking about the game, and you'd hear a song in the background. You could hardly hear it, but you could make it out. Bang, strike, bosh.
No way. So what would happen if I start singing a copyrighted song
See,
here?
I've tried that, and it doesn't seem to pick it up unless it comes historical. It might. So go for it, Franco.
You shouldn't have said that. He's going to start singing in a minute.
I like
Brighton
a bit of
Luton Airport
I'd like a bit of Adele, Franco, please.
Actually, if I were to have a karaoke,
Actually, no.
I'm not going to sing it, but
No, you're right. You're not.
"Rolling in the Deep" by Adele is my karaoke song. If I were to say I had a karaoke song, in fact, I once drunk for free in Orlando Studios at a bar because of doing that song. So,
Brilliant.
Always got a story, me.
I think we should get a 20-second rendition.
I don't. We've got guests waiting to come on.
Really? Because
it's
weird. Because earlier on, you were complaining about having more than 2 people because of your precious graphics. What happened to that?
Yeah, but the plan was to have 2 people on, so I could use my fancy dancy graphics, but I can't use them now. But
what graphics have you got?
Yeah, I want to see them. Kick me and Anton out so we can look at your graphics quick.
Go on.
No, because the only graphic I can use now is this. Right, you ready? Right, because right. So it's got to have the music going on the background. Right, ready? Right, so let's go. Boom.
Okay, well, there were 0 people on the screen for that. It was nice, but I thought you said that there were 2 people going to be on the screen.
Yes, but if you listen to what I'm going to say, is that I thought only 2 people were coming on, and then I heard that other people were going to come on, so I didn't make the graphics.
Oh,
so
I was hoping for a cat graphic.
Right, let's get Sean on. Sean is our reticent spud. Sean, how are you?
Very good, mate. Got a rare Saturday afternoon free, so I thought I'd pop in.
Lovely stuff. You lost to Southampton, which was mildly amusing to all of us.
Yeah, I think they 7 unbeaten now, Saints. I think today. I think they could have won at Old Trafford today. I think they're a team in form. Yeah, Saints were deserved winners. They're the first team since Antonio Conte's come in where he's has done his homework, targeted the right areas. He's the first one. It looks like he's done a proper job on the 3-4-3 system that Conte likes. They could have been 4-1 up at half time. Slightly disappointing to go 2-1 up. I think Spurs were a bit better in the second half. To go from 2-1 up with 10 minutes to go and then throw it away within 5 minutes of that was a bit of a shame. But I think whoever gets 4th place this season is going to be quite an average side, I think. Nowhere near of the level 10, 15 years ago, not even close. But
can I ask a question on that though? Does that show you that the gap is maybe shortening slightly? You know, if you think back to maybe when Leicester won the league, and we all said back then, you know, there was never going to be another team to be able to win the league with that amount of points. However, what we have saw is Leicester challenging there or thereabouts. And for the last 2 seasons, West Ham, you know, no one's denying it. Like, we're pushing above our punching above our grade. However, we're consistent, the most consistent we've been in my lifetime of supporting the club over 2 seasons. And I can't help but think that the gap seems to be shortening because a lot of teams seem to be, you know, like if I think of Tottenham, for example, it's like the amount of chopping and changing managers and bringing in the big dogs. But is that really solidifying?
Not the big cats,
Anton. No comment. But, you know, is that solidifying? And is that giving teams like Tottenham, like Manchester United, you know, inconsistency. Whereas finally, for the first time in a long time with West Ham, we've decided to back someone, a man who was not really well thought of over the last kind of part of his career, and giving him, well, I was going to say giving him funds, but he doesn't really need the funds, does he? But, you know, we've just got that consistency now for the first time in a long time. I don't know what my question really is, but it's just, you know, when it comes to Conte, I look at Conte and I think to myself, does he really want to be there? Does he look like he wants to be there as a Tottenham fan? That's what I'm quite interested in.
I think Conte's probably is too good for Tottenham at the moment. And I think if you ask Conte honestly, I think he probably would see himself in a bigger job in a more ambitious club. I don't know if that sort of answers what you're asking. But it's a strange old world with COVID and what have you. And he never takes over a side mid-season. He took a bit of persuading by Paratiki, who he worked with at Juve. So I'm under no illusions that he's going to be there long. And I'm not even sure if Daniel leaving the board expect him to be there long. Do you know, you almost feel like the last couple of months of the Pochettino era, even before the Champions League final, you could see it coming to an end. The players knew it was coming to an end. I've heard apparently a few players caught wind that Daniel Levy was already talking to Mourinho when Pochettino was still there. So whether that just upset the whole dressing room. So from that point onwards, we've sort of huffed and puffed along. And when I say an average team will get fourth now, we've huffed and puffed along way below the level we were 4 or 5 years ago, but still both seasons in competition to get fourth. Do you know what I mean? I'll go back 15. Oh, I'm bad with my maths. Say like the Harry Redknapp era at Tottenham. There was 5, 6 very, very, very good teams going for fourth. I think Tottenham finished fifth twice under Martin Yeo. The Lasagna Gate would be one of the seasons. That fifth place team then by Tottenham would finish way ahead of your Tottenham this year, Arsenal, Man United, West Ham. It was far better than any of those teams. But then bear in mind, that was probably at the peak of the Premier League when you had Arsenal flying, Chelsea flying, Man United flying, Liverpool flying. If you wanted to break into that top four, you had to have a special side. The teams now wouldn't get close to that. So I think the top two, the last 2 or 3 seasons, City and Liverpool, have kicked on very special sides. Below that, even Chelsea this year, I think a lot of people thought Tuchel might get them in a title race. Even they've huffed and puffed a bit. They're nothing. They've dominated 4 times this season, and it's been the dullest football matches I've seen. So,
John, your score prediction for Wolves tomorrow. I mean, they lost to Arsenal Thursday night. Before I let you go, score prediction for that.
It's a very tough game again, isn't it? Like Wolves, I think Arsenal were lucky to beat them in the week, weren't they? It's not. I thought Wolves might have got something, and they were in the top 4 chase as well. So
yeah,
the problem is Spurs lost at home, conceding 3, and Wolves is another home game, and we haven't got many home games left. So I'm going to say hopeful 2-1 victory.
Yeah,
but
to be fair,
if they watch Southampton play, Southampton targeted our very weak area where we've got 2 players that can be good on their day or absolutely atrocious on their day. They next to each other. So if they both put in shockers, we're in trouble. And I don't know. Southampton avoided Romero at the back, who's looked absolute class. Like I thought he would be since he's come back. He looks top drawer. Southampton just pinged the diagonals away from him. So I'm going to say hopeful for a 2-1. Wolves. I don't think Wolves score or concede a great deal, so there won't be a lot of goals, but it's gonna go to the wire this fourth. I don't think there's a standout brilliant team. I've watched West Ham the last few games. I think they've huffed and puffed a little bit, including the FA Cup. United, even Arsenal. No one's going to run away with it. There's going to be lots of drop points. Like if I was a West Ham fan, I wouldn't worry if you go and lose 2 on the spin. I can still see you being in the mix. No one's running away with that, I assure you.
That's true. I mean, when you think back to we were about 6 games ago, we were 7 points behind Arsenal. And that just shows you, and before we went 7 points behind Arsenal, we were 4 points ahead of them. So it's chopping and changing all the time.
These games in hand's got to iron itself out a little bit as well. I don't know what the hold up with. I think the Saints game was one of Tottenham's games in hand. They lost that. I think they've still got another 2. I haven't seen any sign of Burnley away and Arsenal at home being rescheduled yet. So I don't know when they're fitting them in. So hopefully these games in hand sort of iron themselves out maybe no later than the end of March. Really, we don't want to run like the last month like shootout running when teams got 2-3 games in hand. That'd just be a bit rubbish. But yeah, it's not going to be a top side getting 4th. But then again, did United get 4th last year? Can't remember. Was it Chelsea? Yeah, they were great either by United standards. You know what I mean? But yeah, there'd be lots of drop points. United had 2 on paper bad draws in a row. Yeah, let's see. But yeah, 2-1 tomorrow. Hopefully, in their sort of back. Tottenham got Man City next as well. So you don't want to drop points to Wolves. Then you lose to Southampton and Man City. Then that's 1 point out of 9. Do you know what I mean? You don't want to be thrown in that sort of form. But so I'm hopeful. But it's going to be a very tight game. Very tight game, I think.
There we go. Sean, I'll see you at some point for a roundup over the next 2 days. Catch you soon.
Cheers, mate.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Right then, that's our little ad break. Let's get back to our Super Football Saturday then. Anything going on at Goodison Park, Oscar?
No, not really, Jake. Bit more Leeds now. Well, they've just played another. Ealing just played a poor pass. He's gone straight out. But yeah, nothing really going on. Everton look very comfortable in their lead. Yeah, I think I said it might. I thought it might end 3-1 Everton. I now correct that. I think it would just stay like this. Leeds don't look like scoring. Everton look very happy to see it out, see the last half hour out and keep it 2-0.
Yeah, it seems that way. Franco, what game are you watching now?
I'm watching the Brentford Palace game, so we've got someone with a little bit more, poise on it.
Oh well, it's very boring, isn't it?
Yeah, there's really not much happening at all.
No.
I did notice there's been 3 goals so far, which is, a certain legend's prediction.
There we go. Right, I can turn my game off now so I can concentrate on hosting the show in a professional manner.
That needs some concentration for sure.
2 goals from Everton.
All right, 6-pack, Jake.
Frank, not Frank. Anton, what's going on at Vicarage Road?
Not much. Thank you very much. See you later. No, seriously, it's been a quiet second half. The game's just getting mixed up in the middle of the park. No one's having any clear-cut chances. Watford have a free kick on the edge of the box, but no one's really testing anyone in the second half. You can see it's edgy, though. You can totally see it's edgy. Watford, like I said, under Roy Hodgson, are desperate for the points, so it looks like they're gonna start committing bodies forward to try and get some goals. I don't even know what the league table looks like. Have you got the league table there?
I have. What do you want to know?
I just want to see what the bottom looks like.
So Watford
have the ability to share it, no?
A win? Oh, I don't know. Do I?
Yeah, go on, share it. You show it on your laptop.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, give me 1 second.
I know it's a bit technical for you, Adam, but
Mr. Techie.
No.
Oh, Watford on the attack. 6-yard box. Hits the bar. Oh, Dennis. Oh, my word. He's done all the hard work, and it's about 6 yards out, and he smashes the ball off the bar.
Although, let me get a live one up. Hang on. Let me search for a live one. Take the screen off for a second.
yes, Adam.
Oh, my word. I'm sorry. He does so much work. Takes on 1, takes on 2, takes on 3, takes on 4, takes on 5. Smashes the ball off the bar from about 6 to 8 yards out.
Oh, that's handy, isn't it?
So that's how it looks right now.
Good, but I don't know that. Right.
Burnley
So-
are rubbish.
I did not realise that, but it's still tight, man. It's still
It's
tight,
tight.
isn't it? And look at
Again,
the amount of games Burnley have got in
Burnley.
hand. But you still would rather be Newcastle, Everton, have the points on the table than have to fight back and get those.
Massive win for Everton if they get all 3 points, though.
Yeah, I really hope Norwich go down. Not Norwich, Newcastle go down. I hate Newcastle.
Yeah, we all do.
I think every neutral in the world wants to see Newcastle go down, right?
Yeah, we're so good as well because they spent how much money have they spent?
100 mil, I think, was it?
Yeah, in excess of 100 mil, and they still get relegated. And I want Burnley to go down for the sake of neutrals in the Premier League, because if you're a neutral watching the Premier League and there's a Burnley game on, then you're not going to stick around and watch that for too long unless it's against City and they're hitting them for 7 or something.
Yeah.
And also, it would be nice for Norwich to just one time not get relegated in their first season back in. Just for once.
There's a comment there talking about that Fulham have scored, and it's Mitrovic again. I did not realise until the other day how many goals he scored in the Championship this season. I actually think is it not 29 goals he scored in this season so far? It's ridiculous, man. But here's something for you. How old do you think he is?
34.
31.
27.
Is he? No, he's not.
Yes, he's only 27. Wow. He's your kind of, for me, he's your kind of hard-working. He's a kind of hard-working centre forward who's an eye for goal. And I know we were linked to him a while ago, but I'm really shocked that no other teams have really gone in for him. But I don't know if Fulham. Do you know you've got teams that kind of are happy, that are happy to kind of go up and down. Like I'm not saying they're happy, but they can't ever get away from that. So you've got the Norwiches of the world and the Fulhams of the world right now that seem to build their business upon relegation, promotion, which financially is actually a kind of okay way to run the club, because they don't overpay their players when they go into the Premier League. They keep the same kind of squad. They kind of start to build a little bit better. They get relegated. They receive parachute payments, but then they go up again and they get the big money from the Championship. So Mitrovic probably is on some decent money and probably on some bonus money as well, which I'm not saying it's all about that, but for the age of 27 to be, his whole career, he's got 70 goals in 130 games for Fulham. Actually, it's more than that. It's 82 goals in 150 games from Fulham.
Wow.
Ridiculous stats.
Wow, yeah. Is this the warm-up show for later? You're cheeky, you are. We will be here with the preview for the
Oh, sorry, what a save from Ben Foster. Oh,
Cycling GK's at it again.
Yeah, he is, yeah. What a fantastic save.
There we go. I've just heard downstairs, because Dad's got telly on, watch it. I've just heard you go, oh, Anton.
But on Mitrovic, I forgot he played for Newcastle for 3 years as well.
He did, mate. Yeah,
for a bit. I forgot that, but he seems, I don't know. In my eyes, he's one of those strikers who bangs them in the Championship, but's never really proven himself in the Premier League. So none of the Premier League sides are really looking to buy him. That's what I would think. Why no one wants to get him.
Something else to look at though is his international record. He plays for Serbia. A well-respected footballing nation. Well, on the park anyway. 44 goals in 69 appearances for Serbia. The guys, we have been linked to him before, but
You wonder why. It's a good question. It's a good question, because with a goal-scoring record like that, why wouldn't a club take a punt on a player like that? Especially a club like West Ham, who are so desperate for a striker. What would be the reason to not take a risk on Mitrovic?
So I'm going to actually try and find out his Premier League stats. There you go. Yeah. That's what I can do for you.
That's good, because you're right. Like you said, Oscar, if he didn't really cut it in the Premier League, that is probably the reason why. But hey, players grow. And he's been at Fulham for a long time. Maybe now he's ready to make that step.
I see the comment there and I know this is your football show, but I see the comment there. Yarma's good in international football, but Mitrovic seems to be good, not just at international football, every club football he plays for. But in 104 appearances in the Premier League, he scored 24 goals with 10 assists. And that's also playing for a team that 9 times out of 10 is battling relegation.
Yeah.
So and as well, though, wasn't Mitrovic the one that went down for that Suchek elbow red card?
Yeah, but he is, and like Luke Legend is saying there, he is a bit mental, but we have always had a bit mental players. If you think about our Arnautovic's of the world and stuff like that, you know, I don't know. There's just maybe something.
But like you say, Aaron, but that I think is exactly what Moyes is trying to get away from. You know, he is the reason. I think one of the main reasons West Ham are doing so well is Moyes has been very careful with the characters he's put in the squad, with Noble there as well, and they have such a togetherness and they're such a unit.
You're right.
That I think he's trying to avoid those type of players.
Did you see the Declan Rice interview with Gary Neville?
I'm halfway through it.
I watched it all last night, and it's very intriguing because it gets onto the point about how saying there's been really not great times with West Ham, and he doesn't name players, but he said there was blatant individuals who were like, I am such and such, and I shouldn't be in a relegation battle. And he said Moyes came in and got rid of them, and I would be so intrigued to know who exactly name it. I think we can work out most of the players, but I'd be intrigued to know if it was it all of the players, you know.
And I bet it was, because it's easy for that to happen. I mean, and that's the thing. Like, we spend a lot of time. We focus on the football aspect. We focus on them as football players, and we don't spend a lot of time thinking about them as human beings and as, you know, and as the, you know, you got them in such a high pedestal that you get situations like Mason Greenwood. You know, like, you get scenarios where these people are so good that they feel as though they can do anything. Yeah. And they need a wake up, you know, and a lot of them aren't that crazy. You know, a lot of them are not doing those sort of insane things, but the ego still exists. You know, look at me. Look at, I can't ever say his name, Ngakia. I mean, really good example. And I bet he's one that he was referring to.
Yeah. Someone
who is a young player, thinks he's good. Well, I've just started watching the Wayne Rooney documentary, and I've just
finished it.
I started it last night and then got too tired. But he, from the beginning of his career, he was convinced. He's like, I'm better than all of these people.
Yeah,
you know. He actually,
but with Ngakia as well. I think the rumor was that he went from getting paid $5,000 a week. Oh, I've just kicked Frankel. Oh, I was supposed to kick his screen now, but I just kicked Frankel. I better ask him, but oops. I thought I kicked his screen, but I kicked him out. But he went from being paid $5,000 a week to getting paid $12,000 a week at Watford, and obviously money came called in.
But that's the thing, though, that Declan Rice covers, and even Wayne Rooney covers as well. You know, he said that it's easy for me to turn around and say I'm going to stay at a club because they're offering me this amount of money. And what Declan Rice has said is, you know, there's so many. You know, he chucked you out, Franco, mate. He chucked you out.
In my defense,
Franco, mate, you get a hard time, mate.
Right.
He didn't even just like kick me off. He literally booted me out of the whole StreamYard.
No, what I did was because I was trying to get rid of your shared screen. So what I was doing was I went kick from studio. So I thought that kicked the screen out, but actually kicked you out.
Wow.
But let's get back to the football. Let's scroll.
Yes, he did, Peter.
Oh my gosh. That was a good time to get back to the football. Guy had just made a great save low to his right. That was so close to 1-0 Brentford. Anyway, over to you guys.
Wow. So much quality punditry review today, Jakey. I know.
What a save from Ben Foster!
What?
What a save from Ben Foster again. Keeping Watford in this game.
Again, so much quality punditry. I know you've got the likes of Oscar and Anton on there giving quality punditry.
I mean, what do you want from me? You want me to tell you that that Jansen, the captain of Brentford, Jansen, rises up to meet a corner, gets it low to the keeper's right. Guy manages to make a really fine save low, pushes it out. They clear the ball. You know, it's hard when you only see it one time. You know,
sorry.
No, please.
I shouldn't apologize. Actually, the more you do these shows, if you interfere, you don't apologize, do you? When something big happens in the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to learn that. You know, I'm gonna have to learn that.
Yeah.
You also meant to explain why you
tell me what happened.
Though.
Sorry, I just realised that as well. Yeah, clear-cut chance for Brighton. It's been smashed literally a couple of yards wide from the post.
Right. Oscar, anything going on at Goodison? Nope.
Well, Everton just had a decent chance. Iwobi, he was in the box, shielding the ball, tried to turn and shoot, but it was blocked. Then he got himself a yellow card for a reckless challenge. Leeds are trying hard to get a goal, but it's just not clicking for them. Everton, well, it's pretty equal, but this half, but I would still say Everton, the better team, definitely deserve to be 2-0 up. Yeah, Leeds haven't been good today.
No, just disappointing. Obviously, can't believe you've never got invited, Chris. To be honest with you, I thought I'd do the show, and I scrolled down my Twitter DMs. So I thought, oh, yes, it's Chris. I thought, nah, I've been on for a half an hour doing a preview show before a 2-hour Super Football Saturday would be a bit much. But well, obviously not, Chris. Obviously not. What's happening in the Brentford game? Well, Sharky, you didn't even have to ask these questions when I was covering the game, but now Frankel's covering it. You've got to ask these questions. I apologise.
Clearly, you do have to ask these questions because you should know. If Jake had have explained it, Tony isn't even in the squad today.
I did. So... No, hang on. Shush. No, because Sharky wasn't here when I explained earlier on that he's out with a calf issue. Thank you very much.
Okay, on the farm, a calf just got born. He had to go and, be a farmer. Farmer Tony.
That's an awful Somerset accent.
Oh, it's trying to be you.
Yeah, well, you can't be me.
I do want to say, because someone asked about the Wayne Rooney thing. It is, and I'm sure Anton will agree, it really is incredible to hear, Wayne Rooney is nothing how you expect Wayne Rooney to be. It is honestly, from the first 5 minutes, he's incredibly open about everything. And it really is fascinating. I mean, I highly recommend it. I was literally after the first 3 minutes, I'm like, oh, you were shocked, right?
He really just admits that I'm not going to tell you anything about it, but I mean, to be honest with you, everything that you know about him is on the documentary. It's just the fact he talks about it. But he admits, listen, I wasn't particularly a nice child growing up. That's what he kind of basically says that. And he says it kind of emulated in his full career. And they had loads of guests on. It's a good documentary to watch, 100%.
Yeah, very honest, very humble, and very surprising.
Yeah, I've only seen little snippets, and I saw the snippet about him saying what he did to John Terry, and is he being investigated for that now?
I heard something to do with the FA saying that they would probably try and go historically back and look at what he said. It's a bit like the Roy Keane and Haaland incident where Roy Keane spoke out and said, I went to go in and break his leg and stuff like that. Coincidentally, in that same game was the game that Wayne Rooney actually... 3-0, there you go.
Go on, Oscar, over to you. We've had a goal.
Yeah, through a couple of Leeds bodies. Richarlison, he came inside from the right, he cut onside into his left, drilled it low. Melier, I think, saw it late, may have taken a slight deflection, went into the bottom left. Everton, good 3 points for Everton and 3 goals, 3-0.
3 goals, 3 points, and you chose the right game to watch, Oscar. Well done. Let's take some more of your comments. Jakey is young enough to be cancelling. Yeah, cancelling people. I can cancel people.
Tell me about it. You've been trying to cancel me since day one.
Yeah. So no surprise, he's booting guests off right, left, and centre. Yeah. Right, left, and centre. Bing, bang, bosh. Bing, bang, bosh. There we go. In a blink of an eye. Chelsea still 0-0 on Channel 4. Where's that gone? In the game that nobody really cares about against Palmeiras.
World Cup Club Championship trophy or something.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, at least it's a trophy, not a plate like the Community Shield is.
Yeah. It's no Betway Cup, though, let's be honest.
Nah. No Betway Cup. What's going on at Vicarage Road, Anton?
Nothing, mate. Brighton are on the attack again, as usual. Watford defending for their lives. But the game is literally just stuck in the midfield, and no one can really get it out. There's been the odd chance from Brighton. Nothing to ram home about for Watford. 10 minutes or 12 minutes to go, and it's 1-0 Brighton.
Franco, Brentford Community Stadium.
I mean, honestly, it's a dire match. I mean, it really is. It's honestly kickball. I mean, it really is like the most awful display of no one really wants the ball. I mean, this last passage of play is literally Palace hoofing it to Brentford, who hoof it back to Palace. I mean, it's really a horrible game of football. But saying that, Brentford are definitely on the ascendancy. And if anyone's going to score in this game, it looks like they are the ones knocking on the door.
Yeah, definitely. Just off subject, I really need to start listening to you, Anton, and buy a decent chair. God, 1 hour and 50 minutes.
At your age, you don't want to be having back problems. It's the last thing. Do you know what you actually need to do as well, young Jakey boy? Look at what, and Oscar as well. Look at where the position of myself and Franco's camera is. It's up high. You need to have it up high and your monitor up high. So get some boxes underneath wherever you are and put it up high, because then you'll be sitting over and it won't hurt your back. Anyway, there's your lesson for the day.
Cheers.
Nice. Us oldies. Yeah, we got it down.
Franco, you did not have a clue that it was on top and that should have been better. Didn't have a clue.
No, I mean, for me, it's just pure luck that that's where it happens to be. But I'll take that it works really well. I'm going to take it as praise.
Yeah, brilliant. Brentford look most likely to score. Would you agree, Adam?
I mean, that is what I just said. If you're clearly not even listening to me, you're asking me to share, you kick me out, you're not listening to what I'm telling you.
I'm just testing you, Adam. I'm just testing you.
But yeah, no, I did. They've got a free kick actually in an attacking position. Going to put the ball into the box here, so they've got a chance. It's it's one of those. If only they had Snodgrass. If they had Snoddy, this would be a goal scoring opportunity.
If only. Robert,
he's unattached now, isn't he?
He is. He's a free man. Robert says should have watched the Birmingham 3-0 against Luton City Airport. There we go. Come on, Chelsea, says Simon. Yeah, how's the pointless game that nobody cares about going on, Simon?
Jake, sorry, very quickly, Jake. Is your email the one that's got 11 in it?
No, that
is it the one? Is it the one that's got Somerset in it? Yeah,
use that one.
I'm just sending you an email.
All right, cool. Coolio. That's you don't see double chins. Cheers, Robert.
That's a valid point, mate.
Well, that's the entire reason why Frank wouldn't put it there, because you can't see his 65 chins that you can see in person.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Get a booster seat from the car. You think I still have a booster seat?
Oh, Brighton with a chance. Oh, they've missed a clear open goal. Ben Foster's committed. Cut back. Oh, it's taken a massive deflection and just gone wide.
Dele Alli tried a outside of the boot shot, and it almost went to the corner flag from the 6-yard box. He came on about 10 minutes ago. The ball came to him. He tried outside of the right boot from the right side of the 6-yard box on the half volley, and it's gone closer to the corner flag than the goal, which is quite funny because I don't like him very much. But El Ghazi and Dele Alli have come on now, so they're both.
Brighton have scored!
Oh, we gotta go! It's 1-1.
Webster 2-0.
Who scored?
Brighton. Webster.
Yeah. Oh, Webster. Did Morpay get an assist? Because I've got him in my fantasy team.
Let me have a look here.
All about the fantasy team.
It's a poor goal, though, from what I've saw. Looks like there's been a lot of errors in the back there in defence.
Yeah.
I've predicted 6. Hold on. Here we go. Big ball in from a corner. Oh, my word. Oh, it's awful. It is awful. No, Depay doesn't, sorry. Webster just throws his body at the ball. It takes about 2 or 3 deflections from the Watford defence. He tries to tap it towards goal. It's cleared from the defender, but right back to Webster, who taps it into the back of the net.
There we go. Anton, where'd you get your lava lamp from?
Where did I get the lava lamp from? I have no idea. No, I can't remember.
Fair enough.
Sorry, Simon. I'll try and remember, but I can't remember. Maybe it was online somewhere.
There we go. Always on the line.
Hold on a minute. How many goals have been scored today? No, it's not 1 each, Jake. It's 2-0 to Brighton.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Unbelievable.
5, and look.
Sorry.
Yeah, 5.
Good point.
Did you get your email, Jake?
Yeah, I'm just logging
Sorry,
in. Hang on.
putting you under pressure, aren't I?
Yeah. Too many things to do. Right, Brighton goal. How often does Palace get 0-0 results? Well, when Frankel's watching it does.
Well, I'm going to blame you. You watched it for longer than I did.
True.
Oh, Brighton on the attack again. Out to the Cucurella. Oh, it's cleared from Watford.
That's
they've won
jazzy,
it back.
Anton.
Cucurella on the edge of the box. Plays the ball into the box. Cucurella makes a run. They've still got it in the box. It's all Brighton at the moment. Basuma. Oh, it's cleared from Watford.
Anton, is that transparent or shall I whack it through photo scissors?
No, it's transparent.
Oh, lovely stuff. Right, here we go. Right, let's try this. Let's just take this off. Right, are you ready, Frankel, for the big reveal? Hang on.
I don't know what's about to happen.
Oh,
Or maybe it's not transparent. Give me a minute.
maybe it's not transparent.
I mean, all I'm seeing here is a lack of professionalism again.
Why is that not transparent?
Shush. Right, that's fine, Anton. I'll photo scissor it.
No, that should be transparent.
Okie dokie. Right, anything going on at Goodison Park apart from it being 3-0, Oscar?
No, Solomon Rondon's just come on. That is the most exciting thing that's happened in the last 5 minutes. Oh no, Marcel Bielsa stood up. That happened. Yeah, that's about the most exciting thing happened in the last 5 minutes. Yeah, it's just, Everton are just waiting for the ref to blow the whistle now. So are Leeds, I think.
I get it. The chin joke. Now, you know, that was good.
Yeah.
Good.
You could, but you're not going to. Anton, that doesn't pick it up through photos.
No, it's fine because I've realised the mistake. Don't worry, I'm sorting out for you.
Well done. Perfect. Lovely stuff. Forest keeper sent off. Crikey, we should be watching that game, not these rubbish games we're watching in the blooming Premier League.
I know. It's got woeful game. Your idea, I think, actually.
Lukaku is poor. Here we go. Open game at the moment. Pointless game with a massive trophy. I like the pun, but we're massive, not you. We beat you. Mendy. Paul Franco. No, not Paul Franco. It's just Franco, isn't it?
Pretty well. I think I've got about 1,300 points. We're in a league. I wasn't going to do it, but I'm doing it with a friend. And so it's like, I think we win $300 if we win. And so coming into this game week, the number one person is 1 point ahead of us. And the guy who I do the team with, he wanted to take a 4-point deduction to put Salah back in our team and captain him. I said we should captain Morpay because he has 2 matches and he's already scored 1. So I messaged him earlier, but I was like, look, it's your team. You put the money in. I'm just, I'm your assistant manager here. So we'll see. If Salah balls out tomorrow and gets a couple of goals, then it'll be worthwhile. But yeah, we're doing pretty well.
Lovely update. There we go. It's 1-1. Now it's 2-1. Plenty of stuff going on at the Nottingham Forest game. Just wish we were watching that. Stoke 2-1 at Forest. Yeah. Watford to get relegated, probably. Yeah, probably.
Resent, Jake. Resent.
Lovely stuff. Is there anything going on with one eye on the Vicarage Road or not, Anton? Have you given up?
What's happening there?
Nothing. Oh, crikey. Yeah. Oh, here we go. It's going all jazzy now. There we go. Right. Download. So, Adam, second time lucky, yeah?
Oh, I think I've got a feeling.
Oh, Watford! Oh, it's a good save from the Brighton keeper from Sanchez.
Right, second time lucky, open. Let's load it up. Are you ready? Let's take that off. 3, 2, 1. Bing, bang, bosh. Oh, look at that.
It needs to be dropped a little bit, doesn't it? It needs to be dropped a little bit.
Slightly.
Or, I mean, if Jake was just down a bit lower, can you just move your booster seat? Can you remove a couple of the cushions that you got under there?
It's all right. I've got it sorted. Don't you worry.
That looks great. I like that.
Does look good, doesn't it?
What needs to be?
It looks better than this Brentford Crystal Palace match. Although Palace are now pushing. They're trying. They're really. I don't know what Vieira's told them, but they're pushing forwards now, and they've just won a very, very fortunate corner. Didn't their keeper just get sent off as well?
Yeah.
What is happening in the Forest game?
They've had two players. They've had 2 players sent off in 2 minutes. But in all seriousness, you could have you could have watched the Reading commentary game because that's available, and it's 2-3 in that game, not 0-0.
He's not available to me.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, you're over there, aren't you? You're not using our very nice legal service.
No, I'm using the Peacock service, which gives me every Premier League game, which is, it makes living in America a little more tolerable.
Living in America.
Okay, we done with copyright, Anton. I'm joking.
He's gone down.
Shush. What's going on at Goodison Park, Oscar?
Wow, it was nearly a beautiful goal. I don't know. I think it was. Let's have a look. We're seeing it again now. Ooh. Dele Alli put an absolutely beautiful ball into the box, and Rondon, he sort of leapt in the air and side-footed it towards the top corner, but Meslier made a very good save. Corner to Everton. We've got 3 minutes of added time now. We've just completed the 90. Everton have another corner.
We've got a VAR check here at the Brentford Community Stadium. I don't think it's going to be given, but Zaha was in the box and has been wrestled to the ground. I mean, there is no doubt that there was pressure from the defender, but and you've seen them given, but no, decided not to give this. It was, I would have said it would have been a harsh penalty, but with VAR, you really never know. Back to you, Jeff.
Jack. Right, that's a kickable offence. You could be Jack.
I said Jeff, as in Jeff Stelling.
Oh, sorry.
You don't listen to a word I say, Jake. At least Jeff listens.
You said Jack, didn't you?
No, I said Jeff.
Right, we need a replay on that. Put it in the chat. Say Jack or Jeff. Jack or Jeff.
I know what I said.
Franco, what part of Texas do you live?
I live just north of Dallas in a place called Frisco.
Frisco,
Texas.
What about that, Franco?
See what your old man said? See that?
Yeah.
Comments?
Franco, what do you make of the surroundings now? Look at that.
I think it looks beautiful. I mean, I only wish that I had the sort of talent to be able to produce something like that.
It's not talent. It's just a little bit of mixing up in the old laptop, on a bit of the old Canva, a bit of the old free software.
Some people call that talent, though, Anton. I personally call it talent because I wouldn't do it I wouldn't do a good job of it.
I'll take that.
Yeah, there we go. Jeff says Sharky. Thank you very much, Sharky. Jeff. Oh no. Oh yeah. I'll just.
Yeah.
What a day.
You're just clapping Sharky for saying yes. Yes, Frankel was correct. He did say Jeff. Hey, Richard, you got some of those little Q-tips for Jacob? I think you need to clean his ears.
Oh, what a day.
Jacob.
What a day. Forest 2-2. I tell you what, everybody's watching this Forest game. What's going on? I think
you should watch that, Jake.
Yeah, watch that one instead. Yeah. You're in the wrong game. You're in the wrong game.
Conor Gallagher from the edge of the area, but nope. Not quite. Ray was easily there behind it, but outside the area, it wasn't even Conor Gallagher, actually. He passed it to whoever shot. I can't tell from here, but the game's over. Finishes 0-0. Boring game. Two very mid-table teams with very little ambition for anything but securing their Premier League status. And I think both of them will probably be fairly satisfied with a draw.
Full time at Goodison Park? No, not quite. 95th minute.
No, not yet. The guy, I finally figured out who it is. Gelder is who's the guy whose name I can't pronounce. Now I can. He's injured. Well, he's just walking off the pitch now. Expect this will be the last kick. But good performance from Everton. Poor performance from Leeds. If they continue to perform like that, they're not going to win too many.
No.
Full time at Vickers Road, 2-0 to Brighton. Watford in deep trouble in the bottom 3 in the Premier League.
There we go. That's that. Was Ericsson on the pitch? No, he wasn't. He was in the stands, but he's not able to play yet for some reason that I am unaware of here at the West Ham unofficial studios. There we go. Gaeta, my keeper, on FPL. Take that. 0-0. There we go.
Nice.
Oi.
You see above that from Peter? You
What,
see
that?
his comment? Yeah. That's a good comment right there.
Jake uses Q-tips as well. What's that?
So you know the little buds that you clean your ears with?
Yeah.
What he's saying is you use them as your weights. Just to explain the comment to you.
Oh, okay. All right.
I doubt it, by the way. Peter, I very much doubt that because as we've heard earlier on, Jake's very proud of his six-pack. You don't get a six-pack for working out with Q-tips. So, you know.
Oh, dear. Right, there we go. So we're going to start wrapping things up. This has been the Super Football Saturday. I need to order myself a new chair because I do.
No, you don't need to order yourself a new chair. You just need to position your camera a bit better, Jakey boy.
It's not. It's my back's killing me.
Yeah, but if it's up there, look, listen, trust me, trust in the process. Put the camera up.
Really?
100%. 100%.
Because your posture's then better, Jake.
Because what I would listen, let's have a physical conversation about your physical. This is your fitness test, right? This is where your camera is, and this is what you're doing all the time, and that's going to hurt your back. But you put it up here, it's not going to hurt your back as much. Is it, Franco?
No, exactly.
Franco's gone.
My back is feeling great right now.
I feel
And
nice
I
and
just
relaxed
climbed
as well.
143 floors at the gym on the stepper machine. So.
And I just got out of bed this morning, so.
Anyway, we'll leave it there. This has been the Super Football Saturday show right here on the West Ham Unofficial YouTube channel. We will be put your laptop back on your desk. No, because it looks no. Because if I put it back there, then that means that you can't see all of that stuff up there. Then.
Yeah, but I like that. That's all right. That's all right, mate. That's all right. Does the job.
Look, you don't. What? It's more important that your back is safe than someone can see all of the pictures on the wall.
Right, let's have a right. Let's get all this tosh off the table.
Do you want me to go through the scores for you?
Yeah,
you want to do it while you do that? Go on, I'll let you do that then. In the Premier League, we have today's earlier fixture: Man United 1, Southampton 1. What Southampton?
Yeah, go on.
Come on, the Saints.
Brentford 0, Palace 0. Everton 3, Leeds 0. Watford 0, Brighton 2. Tell me when you're ready, Jake, and you can take over. I'm going into the Championship. Huddersfield 0, Sheffield United 0. That's full time. Barnsley and QPR still playing, and it's 1-0 to Barnsley. Birmingham 3, Luton 0. Blackpool 1, Bournemouth 2. That's still playing as well. Hull 0, Fulham 1. Mitrovic. Is he on his way to West Ham? Have I just made that up? I'm an ITK. Hey ho. Let's get that story out there.
Get it rolling.
See, Jake, how's your back now, mate?
Yeah.
I like that. Oh, it's good.
Yeah, I thought what's going on there, but
You don't worry about that.
It's called a reflection. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Cheers, Jeff.
You're
Jeff. You go, Jake. Over to you, mate.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there because I'm going to go make some tea and then I'm going to be back at 7 o'clock for the Premier League preview for Leicester versus West Ham United as the Hammers travel up to the King Power to see whether we can take 3 points back and snatch them off of the Foxes. Catch us then on West Ham Unofficial 7 o'clock. I'm going to get that set up then and then have some Franco free time and then we will leave that. Oscar, been here the whole way, proper ultra on the West Ham Unofficial Football Saturday show. Thank you very much for coming on, Oscar.
Cheers, Jake.
Thank you very much. Franco, you're like a 3/4 of the way timer because you were here for like 3/4 of it. And for the part timer, only joking. Fine, Franco, thank you very much for coming on.
You're very welcome. I'll send you the invoice for my time.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. And Anton, thank you very much for coming on as you are COVIDed in lockdown.
Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Annoying.
Riveting. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave it there. Drop a like and a video. Subscribe to West Ham Official. Check out our channel sponsors SRM, Carver and Sun by clicking the link in the description down below. That's it from us. Come on, you irons. See, now they can't see me doing that when I'm down here. Look. I've got to go like this. Oh dear. Come on, you Irons. And we will catch you very, very soon. Cheers, guys.
Irons.
And let's play this fancy intro, shall we? Once again.
An
Irons.
intro.